hemorrhoids are like a different feeling. Like that, your butthole feels bad, but I'd like take a shit. I've had hemorrhoids before.
It's Thursday, November 1st. This is SharkCast.
Just drunk.
We're done with being spooky. And now we're getting ready to be thankful. We've survived Sober October, and here we are, back in all of our glory.
Remember November. I saw that one. I think that's a fair one to throw. Don't overdo it. We learned some things about ourselves.
Yeah, I learned some things last night.
We got Joshua. We got Jackson.
What up?
And yourself.
And
Jeffrey.
myself.
Jeff's actually
Jeffrey
missing
Luss
today.
Jr.
Jeff's not here today.
No, I'm totally here spiritually, not so much physically. But, boys, I read something today. Flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. And it goes back to people. I don't know. You guys be the judge of this. Is this people being offended? Are we?
Yes. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're right, my friend. Have you guys checked out any of the new Netflix show, the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch show, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I heard about it, but I haven't watched it.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah. Well, they offended somebody.
Why? How?
You wouldn't believe who they offended.
Donald Trump.
Oh, God. That would make sense.
Christians?
Oh, that would make sense.
All right. What? Who?
The Satanist.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh,
Yeah,
if you could please bring it up. The Satanic Temple and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The Satanic, I don't know what they were actually calling themselves, but they're suing Netflix.
Right there, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Where?
Right, top one, bud.
Went right past it. Sorry, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
That's your excuse now?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. We're at the point where the Satanists are offended. Now
brother.
go ahead. Read on why. I read it earlier today, and essentially what they're offended by is that.
Yeah. What are they offended by?
Within the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, they showed like a picture that is similar to the Baphomet that is in.
I see that word.
Yeah, that is in the Temple of Satan, and it's similar. It's not the exact picture.
Wait, so what? They have a picture of it in the show? What?
Yeah, it might be actually another statue, but it's not the exact statue.
What? So they just have that statue in the show, and they're mad that they have the statue in the show?
Yeah.
So
to me, it sounds like
ridiculous.
as if it's like infringing on the Satanist rights, and it's like, come
There's a
on,
quote here. You want me to read this real quick?
please,
So-
because I am flabbergasted by all this.
I feel that the use of our particular image that is recognized as our own central icon or being displayed fictionally as central to some cannibalistic cult has real-world damage effects for us. And this is some person named Greaves who hopes Netflix will retract.
Netflix is going to be
Visual
like,
representation.
go fuck yourself. Because the Netflix a G like that.
Essentially, you should go fuck yourselves, Satanist. And now, mind you, Satanist, I am always rooting for you. Now, here's where I'm going to call you a bitch, Satanist. Greaves. Grieve about this is essentially, what if the Catholic Church decided to like sue every form of media that's ever used any type of fucking Christian?
This is fucking dumb. It's the dumbest shit of all time.
I'm a firm believer that if you are a Satanist, like, I guess, do your thing as long as you're not harming anybody. I don't really fucking care if that's what you believe. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to tell you not to believe that. But this is part of, I don't know, a little bit of...
Essentially, would not the image of Baphomet be regarded as a religious icon as far as what they're talking about?
Well, and they're saying that this particular image is... What he said in that quote was regarding them as like a cannibalistic cult or cannibalistic cult.
God.
So he doesn't want Satanists to be bucketed into cannibalism. But I mean, there's been plenty of movies and TV shows where they show the Catholic Church or any Christian religion as being some sort of dark, secret, seedy cult that exists. So, I mean...
So, grow a pair of balls.
That being said,
I know, Satanists. You used to have balls back in the 70s. Where the fuck did your balls go?
That also being said, though, I'm sure there's some Catholics out there who have been like, that's not how you're supposed to use that symbol.
But did they ever try to...
I'm sure someone has. It's just, they're Satanists, so they get
Netflix, I guarantee you Netflix is going to be like, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. It's not a big thing. Although, didn't Satanists put up a statue in like Florida or Texas or something?
Actually, it was here in Detroit for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
The Baphomet that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, I mean, I don't think that innately being a Satanist makes you violent or aggressive, but I don't understand the religion also.
Actually, the religion's pretty clear and cut and simple. Like if you look it up.
You got some definition you could throw?
I've read the Satanic Bible before.
Have you?
I have, and it's.
Have you ever read the regular Bible?
No, I've actually read more of the Satanic Bible.
How come?
Because one seemed cooler than the other.
Fair.
And it's pretty clear cut. They got rules just like any other Bible would. But I was kind of tickled pink by that, boys. I really wanted to share that with you. Like, even the Satanists
are getting offended these days.
Well, it's because they're not offending anybody these days. So they're like, well, you know what?
We need to get offended.
I'm hurt and I'm offended as a Satanist.
Yeah, I need to be offended too.
Everyone else?
So in the Sabrina teenage fucking witch, there's a symbol that you don't like, and I'm gonna sue the company. Go fuck yourself.
They watched it and they were like,
I can't believe they did that. Yeah.
Our Dark Master?
What? That's actually
dumb as fuck.
That's fucking hilarious.
I just really want to share that with you guys. I thought that was so fucking funny. Tried watching a little bit of Sabrina today. Yeah, there's just some confusion going on. Not saying it was a bad show, but just too much that was going on that we could really pay attention to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, it'll get its fair chance, down the line.
Is it like a darker reboot of it?
It is a darker reboot of it. What it kind of is Archie comics, because Sabrina used to hang out with Archie in the gang.
Yeah.
And a couple years ago, they did the Archie comics as always, and since before we were born and since till the day we die, is they'll always make stories about Archie, and Archie's great. He is what he is. He's got Betty and Veronica and Jughead. But then Archie Comics decided to do, a little bit of a twist, and it was called Afterlife with Archie.
Which I loved.
Yes, you read it, didn't you, Joshua?
I did. I really enjoyed that.
It's one of my favorite zombie stories.
I've never read any Archie before, and I had to do a bunch of research afterwards to find out what is this thing, because you told me how long it's been going on. I'm like, there's no fucking way this has been around that long, and it totally has been.
It's good.
Yeah, and the Afterlife with Archie was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it was a
really
great
good
zombie comic.
Yeah. Well, they've added on to that, and since Sabrina used to hang out with Archie back in the day, they brought back the chilling adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but they've made it in that in the same vein.
Okay.
They've also done other
it's a little spookier.
Yeah, a little spookier, a little bit more, I don't know, edgy.
Is it too scary for Josh and I?
Josh liked Afterlife with Archie.
I loved it.
It was really good.
There was some fucked up moments in that.
Were you scared?
I was terrified. I was reading it through squinted eyes. Just like I watched It last year. I only saw a quarter of the movie
but,
It because of
I saw a great
I
It
saw.
costume at that.
I saw a few.
But no, they also did one where they brought back the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which was actually pretty creepy. It was pretty good. I only read a little bit of it about Sabrina being brought up in the witch covenant and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Satanism and paganism and all that. And they do another one called one where Jughead turns into a werewolf, and Vampironica, where Veronica turns into a vampire. I mean, like the Archie fans. Yeah, the Archie fans, they dig it. They enjoy it.
The none of you out there listening. Boys.
Audra, check them out.
Tell me what you did yesterday.
Masturbated.
After that?
Okay. All day?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
God damn, while trick or treating?
How fucking raw is your dick?
No, I did not masturbate at all. Actually, viewers, listeners.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
So no trick-or-treaters that came by my house?
I had some.
Not one.
I had some.
Which is such a bummer.
Because
I was looking like Gomez Adams. Waiting for a trick-or-treater. And now I'm just sitting in my house looking like Gomez Adams.
Did you have your porch light on?
Yep.
All right.
I had the porch light on, and when we would hear people, we would open the door and be like, if you come over here, we'll give you half of our bag of candy.
What type of candy were you giving out?
It was like a assortment.
Yeah.
It was good stuff still.
You know what I really got
gum,
into?
there's Laffy Taffies in there, I believe.
Not my bag.
It's like...
We had
your chocolate boy?
We had two instances of people flagging us down saying, hey, we've got candy, which is kind of funny to think because there was so few trick-or-treaters out.
I wish there was a bunch of trick-or-treaters.
It's not the same as it used to be.
Not like when we were kids,
Dude,
man. Mind you, how many times have you gone trick-or-treating, Josh, because you have a young ward at the house before Halloween?
I mean, we've gone a couple years ago, and I feel like even in the rain...
Have you gone several days prior with... Ronny, have you gone trunk or treating at all this year?
No.
See, that's
I knew
big
of some
thing.
of it, but
That's
I haven't.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted to put the bonfire pit in the front yard.
Yeah.
Fucking have a fire,
Yeah, we saw some
have
people doing
drinks.
that.
Nobody, it would have been dumb because
was a
nobody
beautiful
came
night.
by.
Yeah, it was nice.
Literally nobody came by.
I had a few. I'm sorry, Dan.
No, you're good.
I had a few trick or treaters. Tried to have the most fun I could with them. Everyone's there for fun. You know.
Yeah. Everyone we ran into was super nice.
Fell in love with one of the candies I was giving out.
Which one?
Milky Way Dark.
Fell in love.
Jesus.
It's good.
I just had one. I stopped giving it to him.
You were like, I gotta pick these boys out.
These are for me.
You take this
well,
one.
those kids don't like that dark chocolate anyway.
Oh, that's fine.
I know. That's for the adults. That's for daddy.
I even told the one that wields girlfriend force, because she's got a 2-year-old. I was like, he gets any Milky Way Darks.
Bring those over. You know what was always one of my favorites, which I'm making.
I thought it was peanut butter cups.
I liked the chips when people would give you
love
bags of chips
I
and
love
Cheetos.
that, dude, bomb.
As a kid,
They would help break up the monotony and I was reading about this, if you eat a lot of sweet, you're going to tap out at some point. But if you eat some salty, you can actually go back and eat some more sweet.
I was just never really into like super.
Yeah,
sweet stuff.
it was
guy.
weird.
I
It
can
was
eat
weird.
candy.
I grew up diabetic house. It's boring, but
So I want to tell you guys about what I did after we didn't have any trick or treaters.
Yeah.
We went to the bar for the first time.
I have not been to the bar, and I missed my bar so much.
We were debating on going to Three Blind Mice. They had like a Halloween event, but I was like, let's go down to Ferndale because we can walk to other bars. If we go to Mount Clemens, there's like one bar.
Yeah.
And
that or B-dubs.
yeah, so we Ubered there, and our Uber driver was very weird. He was very fucking weird.
Okay.
He picks us up. He's like a young kid, and he's like, first of all, he has his phone out, and he's fucking with the music. 9/11, that's my number. I always look at the time whenever it's 9/11. Anyway, he's texting.
And he's
While
like,
not texting, changing the music, driving through the neighborhood way too fast on Halloween.
oh, so you're like, damn, dog, slow down.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm like, dude, like, don't worry about the music while you're in this neighborhood. There's kids.
And he's like, hold up, I know karate.
And then there's a trick or treater on our left. He honks at him.
Really? What a douchebag.
He wasn't like it was like a hey. But it was like, you just picked us up, and this is very strange. You're flying through this neighborhood.
Okay, now hypothetically speaking, like trick-or-treaters coming down, would you have been like upset if like he just kind of like slowed down a little bit, let the trick-or-treater do what he's gonna do?
Well, no, I would want him to do that. What are you talking about? And not hit a trick-or-treater?
I don't know, man. You gotta like think like, other people are fucking crazy, dude.
But he just was, he's a strange cat. I mean, the whole time he wouldn't leave the music on anything, which I'm like that in my own car when it's like, but like when you're an Uber driver, just put it on, leave it.
Yeah.
No, this is Danny. This is Danny in his car. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
Oh, I know what I do.
Is you're like, check the song out. So you put it on. Like, we're listening to it. Hold on.
I'll
rewind.
Yeah,
it.
I'll rewind a part.
This part right here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hold on, dude.
Yeah, it's because I fucking like the intricate parts of music that people.
I'm not dogging you. I'm just
people don't hear. Like I like the subtle. That's like my favorite shit about music. Like a subtle, like this drum fill right here.
Yeah,
is the jam.
Yeah, no. I'm totally agreeing.
Like I need to fucking.
It's
hear
just
this.
it's just funny to like fun at you.
Well, and I change the song constantly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
I do the same.
We get to Ferndale. We go down to that. Were you with us? Did you? I don't think you did come. When we played Otis Supply and we walked into that super dark place. It's like real dark, like you can hardly see in there, and it's super fancy. They got nice chairs. Anyway, we get $10 small ass drinks, and we're sitting there, and this Robin, this girl who's dressed up as Robin, she comes by, and we're just sitting at our table, and she sits down. And she's just talking in Spanish. She picks up one of my water from the thing, starts drinking my water.
She's like, ¿Cómo está?
She's drinking my water as she's speaking Spanish. And then she looks up and sees it's not her friend. And then she's like, oh my God. I'm so fucking sorry. She like literally picked up my drink. And then another... For instance, we go into one bar and there's
I don't know, man. Like the shit that happens to you out in the wild could only happen to you, dude. Like, and when you see it firsthand, like the hugging guy at the foot. That one time we went and he was just hugging, and you're like, I don't like this shit, man. and like,
you get that trying to hug me,
I'm gonna hug the fuck out of Danny, and I'm like,
and then he fake kissed me. He put his hand over his mouth and fake kissed me, and I'm like,
see, he didn't do that to me.
I'm not the guy for you to be doing that to because I don't like that shit. Yeah. Totally, but anyway, so we go into this this
I
other
don't
bar.
know how you do. I don't know how that happens to you, man.
And this bar is like kind of loud, and there's a person at the front, like I'm assuming checking IDs, and she's got like these. She's selling these shirts, and she's like she's pretty ghetto. You could tell she's like pretty ghetto, and I'm like, is there a cover? And I cannot fucking hear what she's saying. I'm like, huh? What? Like, what? Say it again? Like, what? Like, is there a cover? And then she kept on saying what I thought was, say it again. And I'm like, is there a cover? Like, this isn't for like 5 times. I'm ready to just walk away and be like, I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. And then Amanda turns to me and she's like, she's saying 10. She was saying 10. And I'm like, I can't fucking hear you. I'm sorry. It was very awkward.
Sure.
Like I couldn't hear what she was saying. And I was literally about to walk out because I was like, I just can't, I feel like you're speaking a different language. It was very bizarre. And then we went to a cigar bar and,
yeah,
because I was Gomez Adams, I had to go to. And then another cool thing is we saw Remnos.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
And shout out to Rob. Rob came and had a drink with us too.
Cool.
And he completed Sober October.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Was Remnos playing?
There was actually an open mic. I was too drunk. And
yeah.
They were like, you should play something. It's like, not tonight. Nope.
Joshua.
Maybe if this was our first stop.
We got to get them on.
Last stop.
Joshua, what'd you do on Halloween?
I just trick-or-treated. That's literally it. We went to bed
That's cool.
at a reasonable hour, played some Rocket League, and that was about it.
Nice. Okay, so the after effects from last night, I forgot what a hangover feels like because I woke up this morning with, I felt like the worst my head has ever felt in my entire life. It had me curled up. I'm on the bed, like have my face in the fucking thing, and then I'm like laying down, I'm puking in the bucket.
Oh, seriously? Fucking A, dude.
Dude, I had a rough
How much did you drink last night?
It doesn't matter.
I don't even know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because how hangovers work is they're fucking shicey little fucks. And
I definitely drank a lot. I was drinking Two Hearteds because they were so delicious.
the older I get, and Two Hearted is a super huge culprit. And it'll be like, I only had 3 Two Hearteds, and I'll wake up and I'll be like, are you kidding me?
Dude.
And from what I gather, I could be completely wrong on this, but the science is like your brain is dehydrated, so it swells.
Yeah.
And that's where the headache comes from. And you're just...
I felt like my head was going to explode this morning. And then
I've had hangovers so bad to where I've, like, honestly contemplated, like, what if I just, like, slit a little fucking, like, just cut a little hole in my head just to relieve some of this pressure.
Jeez, that's not how that works.
And we're going to be all right.
Then you just...
Now
See,
you're bleeding with a hangover.
See, now you're getting there, bud. You're getting there. Wait till you...
Dude.
I'm not trying to chastise you because you're under 30, because I wouldn't recommend turning 30, because how hangovers turn when they're 30 is I've had hangovers that are so bad where it's like, I've got to go to the hospital.
Dude, I was thinking, I'm like, dude, my head hurts so bad. I feel like I need to get like an IV bag in me. I couldn't drink any water.
Yeah.
And people are
Seriously,
like,
I was fucking, I slept literally all day.
I've had
today.
hangovers so bad to where people are like, just eat something. I'm like, I see something to eat, I'm ralphing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, there was no...
Or I've had
eating,
people
but
be
shout
like,
out to Amanda because she took care of me and she was getting all my
she was a
stuff
G?
for me.
she was Wonder
Awesome.
Amanda?
Yeah.
She was getting me ice rag and fucking she went and got me a Slurpee, but it was so sour.
I'm going
It
to
was
try
so
my best
sour.
not to have that happen to me.
Yes.
I've
be
lived that
careful,
life.
dude.
So, well, you know, my history, I fucking drank so bad, I theoretically may have had a seizure as a result of that shit. Like, the hangover was so bad that I fucking passed out. They say I may have had the seizure from hitting my head, but the hangover was
passing out?
Yeah, because I fell
Probably.
right on a fucking tile floor and cracked it right in the back of my dome.
That'll do it.
But I would have passed out like while I was standing there because my hangover was so bad. Which is
the
crazy because I drove from Detroit that morning, which is fucking dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it was miserable.
I've
this
had
morning.
people have been like, you got a real bad hangover, dude. Just have a beer. And I'm like, you want me to die?
Yeah, dude, there's no having a beer
Do you
this
want me
morning.
to die?
I used to be able to do that when I was in college. There's no fucking way I could do that shit now.
Dude, there's no way. I felt like
Hair
it
of
was
the
the
dog.
worst hangover of my entire life this morning. I'm not even going to lie.
Girlfriend
you made
Force, she went to Hollow Wicked last night to go see ICP. She's a down juggalo. And
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, that's what she was doing. And she pretty much sent me
shoulda
the
went.
same. Dude, I'm definitely going. You want to go with me? Me and Brandy?
It'd be kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be interested to go.
Oh, yeah. She'd love to have you guys.
It'd be kind of fucking
Does
fun.
she get all done? Or is
Yeah,
that-
she does.
Okay.
She does. She went as Harley Quinn this year.
Okay, righteous.
Yeah,
I was a
got lot
juggalo
of-
for Halloween
I got
before.
I got a lot of sexy Harley Quinn pics.
There you go. Tell the world.
Oh, I will. I will.
But last night was fun, though. I don't regret it. I kind of regret it. I shouldn't have had
You know
those
what, though?
2 hard
Wait a minute,
days. I
you
should've.
guys. When did we decide we're not, like, fill me in on, when did we decide we're not going to record yesterday?
I thought we were doing it because of you.
You, my friend,
Yeah.
because you said that you're going to that ICP Wicked thing. Duh.
Yeah, that's exactly what
It's
happened.
on tape, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that works out perfectly," because I'm going to go trick or treating. Because initially I was going to go trick or treating, then come over here and do the podcast.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, but you called that audible. I was okay with it.
Yeah, no, we're cool. I wasn't like salty about it. I wasn't like salty about it. All right,
I felt
whatever.
bad when you messaged me yesterday. I'm like, dude, we're not podcasting today. What are you talking about?
No, it's cool. I wasn't like salty about it, but
It's what we get when we drink on podcasts. We
but
forget
I can
things.
honestly tell you, boys, is I thought like because I sent like the text to the group message like, so tonight at 8, right? We're gonna meet up, and I didn't like get anything back, and I was like, what if we're not gonna record tonight? And I was like, oh no.
They don't like me anymore.
It's not even that. It's like, I don't know. Like, what if we don't record anymore? I don't know. What am I going to do?
Did you get high or something? And you
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did get high. Yeah, I did get high.
This is going to be like this forever.
You're like, shit, we're never going to record ever again.
Now I'm stuck in my own thoughts and shit. This sucks.
Oh, I thought I got high to podcast. Damn it.
Okay,
That's
so
hilarious.
let's go over our stats.
All right, let's do
Our
it.
preseason stats.
Yeah.
Josh, what's your haziness? Or no, your morning mental state being sober?
I would say it's notably improved. I still, struggle to wake up without getting at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep.
I have to, regardless if I'm sober or not.
Yeah, no, and getting the amount of sleep I've been getting, I've been waking up good. I've been feeling pretty good. It still takes a second, but it's not at all like waking
Dude, I
up.
couldn't even get out of bed at all today. But
Well,
also,
yeah.
Today, under the circumstance, dude,
Yeah.
a little bit different.
No, but
Yes.
even generally speaking, I mean, typically there would be like 2 mornings a week at least where I would wake up feeling a little bit rugged. And those 2 mornings actually have further reaching implications than just those mornings. So it was kind of nice to not have that because I think overall, and it definitely improved throughout the month. Like by the first couple of weeks of the month was hard to tell the difference. And Rob kind of mentioned that this was going to happen. So spot on, Rob. Yeah, I would say it improved over the course of it.
So what's your number?
I'd give myself a good 8, 8.25.
8.25.
This is after sobriety.
Yeah. What was I before?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to hide yours, actually. Jeffrey,
Waking up after a month of sobriety.
your morning mental.
Oh, easily 8.5 to 9. I feel
Way
fucking
better.
great. Yeah, I'm getting so much better sleep. To be completely honest with you, boys, I feel like this really changed me.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Because we were sick of you. But now that we got new Jeff, I'm just fucking joking.
So we need to keep this up and not get fucking out of control with
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. There's so many like little things that I was overlooking due to the idea of like just getting fucked up and it, like just small little things that make up the body, the atoms that is Jeff that I have, looked over upon because I was drunk or high or, you name it. And it's just like, it's simple little things like good night's sleep. Mm-hmm. I actually like reading comic books. Music is awesome. Mm-hmm. Music is really awesome.
We just don't need to.
No, we don't
extra-
need it. Okay, look at it like this, boys, is substances are a crutch. We can all walk fine without it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in there, it's like necessary. Like I don't ever not want to drink ever again.
Sure.
But I don't want to be getting where I'm like, I'm a fat. I'm like fat because of this beer.
I know.
And then the beer or like the drinking makes me not want to like do, I don't know, other shit. I fucking was like working at the end of Sober October. I felt like a fucking beast going to the gym. Like I still feel good, you know. Not this morning though.
Yeah, right.
But I would say mine, I feel like I would wake up way better.
Oh yeah, I was waking up way better.
I want to
very
say like
refreshed.
8.5.
Very refreshed. Not so groggy.
I mean, there was good days too, like where I would say my mental state was at a 10.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely experienced a few of those.
Yeah.
Where I got a good night's sleep. I woke up feeling good.
I don't know. Let's look
Usually
at this.
like a Friday to a Saturday or a Saturday to a Sunday, though.
So what's your physical state for being sober?
Physically, I've gained weight.
But maybe, you know,
I mean,
that
dude,
it's not necessarily a bad thing unless it's like.
I mean, I don't know. Does it show you guys?
I don't know.
I think you look the same.
You look very
How
Jeffy.
much weight
Yeah.
did you lose or gain? Like a lot?
Enough. Yeah.
Is there a number that is associated with
I'd
enough?
rather not say it on camera.
Fair enough.
But I don't feel bad. I don't feel like self-conscious or anything. I understand where the weight's coming from.
Where is it coming from?
I started eating bread again because there was no bread. There was no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you weren't
that'll
drinking
do
the
it.
bread, so you're eating the bread.
Essentially, dude, the first like 2 or 3 weeks, I was so fucking hungry because so much of my calories was coming from booze.
Damn.
I was so hungry. I would find myself like, even like after recording with you guys,
Yeah.
like I'd be like racing to like try to get the synopsis over so I could like get home and eat because I'm so hungry.
So I was hungry too at night, but I also was like, I'm going to conquer my inner bitch this month. And even though I want to eat, I'm not going to eat until the morning because I can just wait.
Yeah. If you can wait.
And it was like, it feels like it's showing. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm not going to just.
No, you look slim, man.
eat
You look good, dude.
Shit.
You look good.
Thanks, man. I've
So what would you say
I've
your
been
physical
trying.
is?
Yeah, what's yours,
score?
Jeff?
My physical, I don't, about 7.
7 at the end.
Yeah.
Joshua?
Without doing too much of a dissertation, I mean, I've taken the opportunity also, as you guys know, to cut the caffeine pretty substantially. So I was only drinking green tea, no coffee, no energy drinks at all, which was rough
Okay.
for the first couple weeks.
Yeah, that's tough.
Which affects your body and how you feel.
Yeah.
I also slowly kind of went pseudo ketogenic over the last 2
Okay.
weeks. I've been doing a lot of YouTube and just watching videos and people talking about healthy eating and ways to just not do it so you're torturing yourself, but just be smart about it.
Yeah.
Because everything's fine in moderation, but if you understand how the food you're putting into your body works for your body,
Yeah.
it's easier to make those choices and to not have to eat so much.
Yeah, dude, I've been just reading how many calories are on a thing and
Yeah.
just doing a rough, like, I'm a big guy. I probably can handle like 2,000
Right.
on the minimum calories a day. So
Yeah.
if I eat less than that and I work out,
Yeah, you're gonna be burning- you're gonna be burning fat.
I'm bound to lose weight.
For sure. Well, even without thinking about calorie restricted diets, I mean, just the idea of, okay, I was eating sandwiches for lunch to start. And then in the last week and a half, I've switched over to having fish, having salmon. And
Fish sandwich sounds great right
And I
now.
bought some smoked salmon that's like ready. You can just eat it as is. I've been having that with breakfast. I've been having some water with lemon in it and some sea salt, and just hydrating myself first thing in the morning. So I mean,
That has-
all of that's worked together. And the last 2 weeks, the last week really has been the most stride I've seen in weight loss.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling hungry. I feel like the food that I'm getting is giving me what I need.
Yeah.
And I'm not eating as much of it. So, I mean, I dropped almost 10 pounds over the course of the month.
Attaboy.
Yeah, me
Attaboy.
too.
I gained about
And
8.
I wasn't working out. I was doing some push-ups and some little things, but I wasn't working up a sweat at any point. So I was trying to walk a little bit more while I was at work, get up and keep moving. But I mean, that's also just part of the job. So yeah, I would say 10 being my physical peak.
Yeah.
If I were to really go ham and get there, although there's a lot of difference between 9 and 10, I will say. But I would say I'm like an 8.5, 8 1/4, 8.5.
Yeah.
We'll say 8.5.
Yeah. The calorie thing, like I haven't been like restricting, I wouldn't say. It just
Being aware.
I've being aware, and I've realized I don't need to eat that much.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
See, now I've
to
seen you put it
feel
down.
all right.
Like,
Oh yeah,
you can put it down, dude.
I can eat some food.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I killed several large bowls of just ice cream and chocolate syrup slathered on it multiple times throughout the month.
See,
I had a couple days where like we smashed on some pizza, and
But I was
stuff,
able to-
But I've definitely restricted. You know what I think has worked wonders for me too
What's
is
that?
restricted any sugary drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting
Just
rid of the pop
completely
helps.
cut it out. I hadn't drank any sugary drinks the whole month as well.
Yeah, not doing like fruit juice even. I've been.
Oh yeah, fruit. It's the same.
It is, and I
It's the
was
same.
drinking some cran apple that we have at the house, and even that, having not drank any pop for a couple weeks, I'm like, whew, this is delicious. I want to have more of this. And then afterwards, I was like, fuck.
Well,
I could feel that crash.
Amanda got me that Slurpee.
Yeah.
Because my head
was it incredible?
No. I don't know if it was because I was also just felt like terrible, but even right now, it's still in there because it's so sweet. It's like.
Yeah.
It's just I don't even know if I like all I was having
you
really
like
was
sweet
coffee.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, drinks.
Yeah.
I like
you like
sweet
You
drinks.
like
I
pop,
like pop,
dude.
but I haven't drank any pop at all, except for those stevia.
See now, like since we've been doing Sober October, I am not a pop drinker. Sober October came into play. I am drinking pop like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you told me that. You then what? Diet Pepsi? Or just regular Pepsi?
Oh my god, dude, fucking A, man.
You try those stevia things.
I don't want to drink any of it.
Well, those are, if you're gonna do it, those are the thing to do it with.
Yeah.
It's like a substitute because every once in a while, like not drinking or doing being sober.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'd be like, damn it, I want something fucking sweet, like a sweet drink.
Right.
I wanted a sweet drink.
Right.
I lied. You know what I've had a couple times is I've had a couple Gatorades. Well, after I work out.
You know what I kept doing is like I want something, throw a stick of gum in my mouth.
Yeah,
that helps.
Totally.
And also too, like
let me give my physical. I'm gonna say I felt like a fucking motherfucking beast.
Yeah, you're a monster. I'll give it.
I'm going to 9.
I'll give it an 8.85.
You already gave yours, and you said 7.
All right.
What's your haziness level at the end of Sober October?
My haziness level 2.
You like,
dude, I've been so on point, dude.
So the hazy. You're right though. 2, like you're not hazy, but it's like the highest number being like you're not hazy at all. 2 would be. Because that's
very
how we
hazy.
did it before.
Yeah.
2 would be very hazy.
Oh, my highest
focus
number
level. How focused do you feel?
Yeah, and
easily a 7 or 8. 7.58.
7.58. All right, fucking A. Why not?
It could be the title of the podcast.
I felt good. I felt good about it, boys. Dude, you know what, you guys? I've really, I think we really need to do this. I think I really need to do this. I've thought about, the relationship that I'm in right now. I'm like, I do really like comic books. So I was able to like spend time with those and like be myself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that this was super healthy and beneficial, and I really like the outcome and the results from it. And
so keep that in mind as you drink.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind because don't get carried away. Because I wanted to do this because we were all getting,
you know what? I can honestly tell you, I was hitting it way too hard.
Yeah.
And now, like looking back on it, I'm like, damn, dude, you were like hitting it way too hard. And like, as far as it goes,
I wanted us to have like a
I'm all about
group.
This. I love this.
Fucking like let's encourage each other to be better people.
I was missing out on certain things, on certain retrospects that I should not have been.
Yeah,
you forget you're missing out on it.
Exactly. And on top of that, it's healthy. It's something that's good for me, and I'm not like replacing it with like I have that ability to like yesterday was the first day I smoked weed.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I put an 8 down for my haziness.
Your haziness?
Joshua?
I feel because the lack of caffeine in my life.
See, now you went pretty hard, dude. I didn't like my Red Bulls. I'm drinking like 2 to 3 a day.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you were replacing that alcohol with
exactly.
bread, pop,
exactly.
Red Bull.
Which it's a
I'm
real
not going to lose my job over bread or fucking Red Bull. So.
Right. But be aware of it too, because I mean,
when you can cut it out, you have the mental willpower. Now that you know that you could do it, you can do other things too.
Yeah.
And that's what this month has showed me.
Bread can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go try keto for a couple weeks this month.
I'll try keto for a year.
Well, maybe don't go that ham with it.
I can't, dude. I can't.
Yeah, try it though, because I think you'll lose a bunch of that weight that you gained on, And if you can keep your drinking kind of moderated comparatively,
I'm not really like too like because I'm always like carb like.
Yeah, well, exactly. Now that you can get some of those carbs back from beer, just try to be light on it because I think you'll see some really profound effects from it.
No, I always try to go low carb anyway. Not so much keto.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, you say you've been drinking a lot of bread, doing a lot of energy drinks, drinking a lot of pop.
I have been drinking
central.
a lot of bread.
You are loading up on the carbs. Like that. That's where the weight.
Oh no, my weight's showing.
Coming from. But I mean, that being said, if you can just kind of revert back to how you were eating while having just less alcohol, you'll shed that weight and you're going to feel fucking awesome. Because I do feel better now that I've lost those
So what's your
poundage.
haziness, Joshua?
So, okay, I'm sorry. I got to keep prefacing this a little bit. I dropped the caffeine. I was only doing green tea, and I felt fucking not on point for a good chunk of this month. I don't feel I had the focus and creative thinking.
So there's no chance of you seeing John Cena whatsoever.
What?
Yeah, what?
Because I felt like halfway through October, I could see John Cena.
What do you mean, see John Cena?
He's supposed to be unseeable.
You can't see me. That's his thing.
Oh, jeez.
That was a horrible, dumb, fucking WWE pun.
Fair. Okay. No, I feel that.
I could barely see John Cena.
Yeah. So I had some coffee today. Trying to be smart about my coffee intake. I'm done with the energy drinks. Don't want to do them. And I'm doing only half cups of coffee, one first thing in the morning, and then one no later than 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I don't fuck with my sleeping. And the difference I felt today, just having that bit of caffeine, that coffee, which is actually good for you, coffee is notable. So I would say my haziness dropped, or my clarity dropped a little bit throughout that month.
Damn.
I would say that I probably went down to like a 7.5. And that's not to say I can't naturally focus, but I think a good chunk of it was those first couple weeks I was slogging through.
Yeah.
It got a little bit better over time, but I can see why I would want to utilize caffeine as a tool if I can do it in a way that isn't oversaturating my body with it, because it was negative. It was negatively affecting me before.
Yeah. Well, anything in moderation is
Again,
moderation.
That's the takeaway,
you know what?
moderation.
So you know what? Not smoking this whole month.
Yeah.
I didn't really write any music.
Yeah.
As soon as I smoked that night.
The best song you ever wrote.
Well, just it makes me want to play fucking write songs.
Yeah.
Right?
And like whenever I smoke weed, for some reason, it makes me want to write songs. And like, it like takes my creative level. I don't know. I can utilize it. Like I feel like it's a good thing.
No, I completely
For me,
feel,
but I can't get crazy.
I completely feel where you're coming from, because like the moment I smoked weed yesterday, is I was like, you know what, are sweet, dude? It's fucking murder mystery stuff. So like, what if somebody fucking murdered somebody, and then. So I'm like writing this murder mystery in my head. Like it'll never see the fucking light of day. I've already forgotten about it. You know? But I mean, you know, the creative juice is going. But still, I like the outcome. I also like what I really like is how happy I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like it showed on all of us at the end of the month, you know, that, I don't know, we were present.
Bitch.
We were more present this whole month.
We here at SharkCast and the Shark Tank ain't nobody's bitch.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so your mental state at the start of the month, Josh, is your mental state was a 7.
Okay.
Your post is an 8.25.
Okay. I'd say
So it's an improvement.
Yeah, I'd say
Jeffrey's mental state in the beginning of the month, 4.5/5, and it increased incredibly to a 9.75.
I stand by that, dude. I stand by that 100%.
So keep that in mind.
Absolutely,
Coming forward in the next month.
Yeah.
And mine was a 6, and then it's an 8.25.
These are very arbitrary measurements,
Yes.
but I do think that it's just
it's a silly measurement, but at the same time,
it stands.
Yeah, it's how we feel.
It's how we, perceived our feelings at the beginning of the month, and
No, for sure.
Josh, your physical state was a 6.
Yep.
And it ended with an 6.5 at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's was a 5, and now it's a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was a 7, and it's a 9.
All right.
That's not
we all
bad,
moved up
boys.
by
That's
like
not bad, boys.
2.5.
So, Josh, your haziness level. Oh, this was our mid-month, I think, when Rob came. But 8.25, and it dropped 7.25 because you like that caffeine, apparently.
I do.
Jeffrey, your haziness level, you said 7.3 at the start of the month, and yours is a 7.58.
So it was
Pretty good.
That was a, what, 18.18?
Mine was 6.25, and it ends with an 8. So I think we did well.
Hell yeah.
And
Absolutely, boys.
I felt that it was a springboard into I'm going to continue working out because I've seen results. I almost lost 14 fucking pounds.
Damn, dude.
Really? That's a lot, man.
Well, that's me dried out to my peak.
Yeah.
But still.
Right.
But I have a goal of what I want to get down to, and I'm thinking about doing my brother-in-law, Josh, he does like bike marathon things. I don't know what they're
That'd be
called.
sweet, dude.
And he's like, you want to do this one? And you can do like a 40-something mile one, a 68-mile one, and a 100-mile one. And it's like...
When is this?
Next year.
When next year?
I think, I want to say in like July.
I might be interested in getting down on that too. That could be kind of cool.
Joshua, where were we?
I want to go fucking... If I'm going to do it, I want to go and I want to be training. So it's like I have to be training hard for
right.
this
That would be
thing.
a good goal to set, honestly. We're at 46 to answer your question.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, you should do it.
I'd be down to do that. I'm
But
cool
you gotta
with
get
SharkCast challenges.
bike?
Yeah.
A bike?
You got to get a nice bike.
I do have to get a nice bike.
I have a nice bike.
Do you have a nice bike?
I have a nice bike.
Yeah.
Also,
I need to get
like
a nice
riding
bike.
my bike.
I got a shitty bike.
See,
A
my bike
that fucking blows.
My bike, I
I
feel
built
like
it, but it sucks.
I feel like 25 miles in, my bike pedals would fall off. My bike's a piece of shit.
I really also like riding my bike. You
Yeah, me
know
too.
this.
I don't ride a bike very often.
Dude,
but
riding a bike
I
is
used to ride my bike
fucking
super
awesome.
far distances
Yeah,
when I was younger, and I was like, that's what got me in shape.
right?
You know, I remember seeing this video of me. It was like some dumb video that Jimmy made of the Jet Rodriguez or whatever. And I don't know if it's still up, but I remember there's this, like, looking at me now and looking at me when I was riding my bike like a mofo. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize it. Like, there's a picture of me with my shirt off and my back, and it's like, damn, I'm fucking like,
Looking
like,
good.
dude, I feel like that would definitely shave off pounds too. Fucking
training for something like that?
Training, yeah.
Yeah,
And I like the idea of training for something and having a goal.
I agree. I'd like to get into training of some variety, and I think that would be a good one.
like the working out.
Without a purpose bugs me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been feeling good though doing it, you know, because I feel like I've been seeing results. But at the same time, it would set me into a different mindset level if I'm like have a goal. Like I got to ride 100 fucking miles in an hour.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's take a break. Yep.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, where can you listen to us?
SoundCloud,
SoundCloud. Where else?
iTunes.
iTunes. What do you need to do when you listen to us on iTunes?
Like, subscribe, and share.
That is what you need to do.
Also, if you don't fuck with SoundCloud and iTunes, there's another place you can find us.
And where's that?
Google Play.
Google Play.
Or
We're on Stitcher. What else?
Stitcher and Dog Catcher. Go
I
ahead.
don't know what the fuck Dog Catcher is, but
Neither
apparently
do I, but we're on it, and we fucking look good as fuck on it.
We are back and drinking. You know?
Drinking.
What were you talking about though, Joshua?
Yeah, so there was a couple things that didn't fit into any of our measurables that I just noticed were changes over the last month
Yeah.
with, I don't know, all of the changes that I made in that time. One, and I think this is a result of not drinking any energy drinks, for a while there, in the end of the summer, I was seeing blood in my stool. Like fucking,
Really?
not every time, but more often than I'd ever seen before.
Before in October?
Before
What'd you have?
October.
Do you have an ulcer?
Maybe. I don't know what it would have been because it happened.
Or did you have hemorrhoids?
No, because hemorrhoids are like a different feeling. Like that, your butthole feels bad. But I'd like take a shit. I've had hemorrhoids before.
Yeah, well,
Everyone knows that now.
Boom, that's the title of the podcast. Josh has hemorrhoids.
But no, like seriously, I just take a good clean dumpins and I look down. I'm like, holy shit, looks like fucking Kool-Aid in there.
I had that happen one time.
You know, if it was just one time, and I've had it before. I don't know if it was attributed to anything specific, but it was like frequent. It was like more than once a week that I was seeing that happen. And there was a few times where it's like, fuck, that's a lot. I was like nervous one time. I actually talked to a buddy of mine who's been through some shit like that, like medical issues, and kind of went through a mild diagnosis with him. He's like, I don't think it's anything
He's
major.
like, I'm going to have to check out your butthole.
Yeah. I mean, he only put one finger in there, but.
So he changed your oil.
Yeah. Check it in my oil.
He had to check his oil.
Yeah, he didn't change the oil. Fucking A. That would be a story I'd leave in my diary.
Change that oil. He changed that fucking oil.
Another
and
one.
Left that oil inside.
So no more blood in the stool. No more blood in the stool. I'm going to say that was because of the energy drinks.
Joshua, how about no more poop talk?
Well, okay, I'm going to move on from
Let me give my poop talk.
Yeah.
Though, real quick. Sober October. Beer gives me the shits, dude.
Oh, yes.
Dude,
Oh,
I haven't
yes.
had the shits nearly as bad.
Totally.
As when I'm drinking beer. And I need to just not drink as much beer just in general.
Here's the thing about beer.
I need to do a different drink.
Here's the thing about beer. Is why is it so
Whiskey
delicious? Why is it so delicious?
I don't know. We've acquired the taste because beer at first is not delicious. But then
And
when you acquire the
it's
taste,
bad for
so
you.
delicious.
It's filled with carbohydrates. And who doesn't? Like,
Well, actually, they say that drinking one beer a day is not bad for you.
nobody drinks one beer a day.
Yeah,
You
I
drink
know.
one beer and then it leads
You're
to
a
4
psychopath.
beers.
yeah, see, well, and I also think like drinking a glass of wine with dinner is cool. Having a
Yeah.
beer with a steak, maybe. But if I'm drinking beer, I'm drinking. I'm not. I can't just have a beer. It doesn't do enough for me to justify it. So the only way I can justify what I just drank, because I don't really have a buzz at that point, or at least I didn't, I'd have to drink 2 beers at least, 3,
I just
depending on the
really
beer.
appreciate the taste of beer. I just
Oh yeah,
like
I like
It's
the
pretty
taste of beer
I
too.
like
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I agree.
like so much.
Here's the other unintended side effect of my sobriety is I snore like a fucking machine now. I don't know what that is. Tanya's pissed at me because of it. And like I've woken myself up several times just this week, just like, oh Jesus Christ, and I'm awake suddenly, like, oh fuck, that was loud as hell. And
So you think it's because you're not like getting fucked up?
I was doing some research because I was confused by it. I've been seeing all these changes, so I've been doing some research on the side, and something that was an effective alcohol is it doesn't allow you to get into your deep REM cycle, the rapid eye movement.
Yeah.
So you think you were getting better sleep?
I think I was just sleeping deeper.
Yeah.
And same with weed. If you smoke weed every day, you never really enter that 4th stage REM cycle. And it's one of the body's most regenerative states when you're sleeping. And I just think that there's got to be some correlation. I'm sleeping better, I'm sleeping deeper, but they say sleep apnea is something that alcohol causes. So like if I'm having sleep apnea after not drinking, like I don't think it's that, but it still is like, I don't know. I've been noticing it. And it's not all night. It's not like I'm sawing logs all
I can't
night.
stand when people snore, so that's why I fall asleep before them.
Yeah.
And then I just snore.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear somebody snore, I am immediately jealous. I'm like, damn, I wish I could be sleeping that hard.
Dude, I've stayed at a hotel with my grandmother before.
Yeah, she was on logs.
Dude, we're at the point where I'm across the hotel room. Like, we're sleeping in the separate beds.
Yeah.
And I'm taking pieces of paper and throwing it, trying to wake her up so I could, like...
Yeah. Dude, my dad
Have a
was like that.
split second.
We went on a family vacation one time, and we were in separate rooms because we were in some cabin. And through the wall, all night, all I could hear was my dad snoring like fucking mad. I'm like, geez,
I can't
dude.
do it. My sleeping conditions, it's got to be quiet. It's got to be.
I like a fan.
I like a fan. I like some like
ambient
noise, and then it's got to be completely fucking dark.
Yeah. Well, I got an app on my phone too, just tracking how my sleep quality is. I don't know how accurate it is, but it also the microphone will hop on if you're snoring. Like if something really loud starts happening while you're sleeping, a microphone jumps on and it records that time period that you're doing that. And I went back and I listened to some of them, and it's
pull it up on the. Can you pull it up?
I can't. It's on my phone. I know.
All right. Well,
but it wasn't happening all night. There was like key moments in the evening
talked enough
where
about
it happened.
sleep. We've talked enough about sleep.
I love sleep.
We have. Can I bring up a thing that I watched that is interesting?
Yeah, sure. Go for it, man.
I watched. Do you know who Ronny Coleman is?
No.
Ronny Coleman is some consider him the greatest bodybuilder of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's jacked like fucking mad.
Yeah.
So there's this.
Was he on Rogan's podcast at one point?
No.
There was a bodybuilder on there not that long ago. But anyways.
I don't know if there was, Joshua.
Maybe not recently.
I don't think a bodybuilder. I don't know if there's been a bodybuilder on there.
I feel like I was watching one where they were talking
crazy
about
bodybuilder.
No,
yeah,
not like
they
that.
talk about it, but I don't think he's ever had a guy. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways.
So I watched this documentary, and this guy's old now. I think he's he's not that old. I think he's 53 or something.
Yeah. He probably still looks better than us.
He looks good, but he actually go to my Netflix, Josh, and just pull up a thing of this. Go to my not Safari, the other one, and I think Netflix is like up on that one where it's all signed in. I don't usually watch it on Safari. Yeah, Chrome. But anyway, this dude was like a fucking specimen. Like this, I just watched this. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch this documentary, and it was actually pretty fucking interesting. I won't.
Yeah.
Maybe just go down and we'll probably my watch again. Continue watching. See, lock up, boys. You might have to type it in, Josh. I'm sorry. This dude can't walk now.
Why?
Because his knees are totally fucked up.
They're shot?
Is this it?
I think this is it. I don't remember it being called that, but that's him, yeah. Yeah, he's all fucked up. So through this whole movie, it's like a bodybuilding movie where there's like bodybuilders talking about Ronny Coleman and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, click on the video because I want to see if we can just see him walking. But it's crazy because this dude, apparently he was one of the greatest of all time, and he was one of the dudes that actually lifted like a crazy amount of weight. Like some of them don't really.
Yeah.
And apparently it just fucked this guy's body up. But they don't talk. Yeah, he's on those things.
Like, it's a lot of wear and tear. This is like the documentary that talks about the wear and tear when it comes to bodybuilding.
Well, it was kind of like that, but it was also just talking about just his life in general. But it didn't talk about steroids, which I felt like they should talk about steroids because it's part of that sport. It just is. It's like you don't mention that you were just like injecting steroids constantly, and he just pops pills. You could just tell he's sitting there and he's fucked up, and they don't mention it at all. He's like on a shit ton they mention him being on a shit ton of Vicodin. Like they show him popping it, but they don't really talk about like this is like probably not good for you too. Right. You're fucking just taking Vicodin constantly. It was very interesting to watch.
You don't look like that naturally.
Yeah.
What I watched over the weekend was I watched the first ever WWE all female pay-per-view, Evolution.
How was it?
Actually, dude, I had a great time watching it, man. It was super enjoyable. Dude, I've been telling everybody, like, I've been digging the chicks, the women's division of WWE. I thought it was super rad. Bonus to you, WWE.
Did you see that they traded Demetrius Johnson for Ben Askren?
Yep, it's final.
It's official.
Yeah. No, let's get.
And
this.
it sounds like they might get rid of the flyweight division
in UFC.
Would that be a bad idea?
It wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe now that Demetrius Johnson left, the division can grow because there can be a new champion, and then he loses his belt, and then he's the challenger, and this guy's the champion. But Demetrius Johnson has been beating people's asses for so long. He's the first flyweight champion. We've never had another flyweight champion, and it was just boring.
Didn't the guy beat him?
Just recently, Henry Cejudo. But it's like I don't think. It's just there's just like we see they're rematching each other constantly, and nobody wants to see like rematches constantly. And they're like lighter weights, which it's not a bad thing, but it's not as exciting as I don't know, the 155-pound division or even the 135.
Well, there's a lot more competition happening in those divisions.
It seems like there's like more talent. I don't know if there's more talent or was Demetrius Johnson so fucking good. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing.
I feel that Demetrius Johnson was pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely one of the best. But at the same time, he doesn't run the risk of getting knocked out as much. He can still get knocked out.
Yeah.
He doesn't run the risk nearly as much as John Jones fighting Daniel Cormier.
Sure.
Light heavyweights, big boys. They just it's just a fact that, there's more knockouts in the heavyweight than the flyweight division.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It's going to suck for the fighters. I hate for the fighters to be like, I'm in the UFC, but now I have to either gain weight.
There's no going down, dude.
I got to gain weight and I got to make 135 now. And that might not be their division. And
well, maybe are they saying they're going to cut it now that he's gone, or are they saying they might cut it down the road?
I mean,
it's looking like they're going to cut it because Henry Cejudo is about to fight TJ Dillashaw for the 135, Henry Cejudo just beat Demetrius Johnson for the title, and now he's going up in weight class to fight TJ Dillashaw, and people are like speculating that, and they just got rid of Demetrius Johnson. I think that they might do it, and it just doesn't sell as much. Demetrius Johnson was a great fighter, but he didn't sell pay-per-views because I don't know. He was like a super respectful fighter. I think he's going to do super well. He's going to it's like an Asian thing.
I don't see him doing badly.
And they're going to fucking love him there because that's what all the Asian fighters. Their whole thing is like respect. Fucking and Americans were like, if you don't talk shit, we don't want to watch you.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you got some respect for Mighty Mouse. He's awesome.
I'm a diehard though.
Yeah,
I have a respect for
like Mighty Mouse.
Oh yeah, but like for somebody that doesn't watch the sport, they're never gonna buy a Demetrius Johnson pay-per-view unless he's fighting.
No,
Conor
McGregor or a fucking like animal,
that be awesome
a small chimpanzee. That would sell pay-per-views.
Wouldn't it be awesome though, dude? If like Conor drop weight and Demetrius Johnson just clean his clock.
Dude, there would be no way he could drop weight.
Yeah, if he dropped weight like that, it would be easy for him to clean his clock.
He'd be like a dead man.
And just a zombie.
But it's interesting. Trades. Fuck yes, trades.
No, I'm
UFC,
super cool on it,
dude.
man.
I'm stoked about that. Also, boys, did you see the most recent Smash Direct?
Yes, I have.
I have not, and there's been countless little additions to this game since they initially announced it.
Yeah. Did you see the new fighters? Pull up the
I've only
Direct.
heard about them.
Because there's the video, and we can just watch the video. YouTube that shit.
Who's offended by this again?
What's that?
Who's offended by this again?
Yeah, everybody's offended.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Gracie.
they put this guy in the game instead of
Actually,
you motherfuckers.
I wouldn't
It's a
mind
40-minute video.
I know, just the beginning.
I wouldn't mind
because it's
Gracie in Smash.
Go until to the beginning because that's when they show it right away, like the two new fighters, and they show one at the end. Let me YouTube for you. Why won't it pop up? The scroll bar. Oh.
Yeah,
So this
cool.
direct is just about Smash Bros. Or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
40 minutes just on this game?
Yeah.
It's Smash
There's
Bros,
a bunch
bro.
of crazy shit. Look at that, Ken.
This is going to be...
Ken from Street Fighter. That's pretty sweet.
God damn it! I just like inhaled fucking carbonation into my nose, and it made me
Oh,
cough.
shit. They got both these guys?
They've had Ryu for a long time.
Ryu's pretty good. I like Ryu.
Yeah. But Ken, apparently he's a little bit quicker. God damn it. I gotta like save that spot. Type in that spot, Josh, the time so I can take me out, spit in water. Just write it down in the synopsis.
Damn.
I don't know.
Sweet.
I don't know who this other guy is. Do you? Is he a Pokemon?
Yeah, I think
This
he's a
guy, look,
Pokemon.
Josh.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon. Yeah, he's totally a Pokemon.
He's kind of sweet though.
What is going on here?
Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon.
What?
Yep, that's Incinerator. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a Pokemon. This is dope.
Fight fire with fire, huh?
Sweet. What?
He's like a professional wrestler or something.
Yeah, it's dope.
They said that like every time he hits stuff, he in professional wrestling fashion, he like
Yeah.
poses and shit, which makes him sweet.
This is awesome. I'm so excited about this game.
Looks dope.
Have you not
Ronny.
seen any of this, Josh?
No.
Not even the new fighters?
No, I haven't seen. I've known new fighters are coming out. I'm kind of shying away from it because I don't want everything ruined. I like the surprises, but at the same time, I haven't seen any of the last recent announcements.
All right, now I'm going to go to this one part.
You have to click. I love that. This is so cool how they're doing this. Jeez.
Lock down any.
This was the weird one.
But I want to give you a special sneak peek.
This is downloadable content. I think if you pre-order the game, you get him in the coming months.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get him.
That's what he says. You got to pre-order this game. And he's free if you pre-order it.
Piranha Trap?
Piranha Plant. He's in Smash.
What? What? All right, I'm game. All right.
Pipes up.
He looks kind of sweet, dude.
I would not have seen that coming.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What? Thank you, Nintendo. You're just getting so creative and sexy.
Look at that long
What?
range attack. What's this about?
I don't know.
That's the ultimate Smash that he has.
Yeah.
All right, this is exciting.
Yeah. Josh, have you watched any of Titans?
No, not yet.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. On gaming, though, real quick, because Jeff, you and I talked about this a bit, but before I go to that, I'm excited for Smash for like so many reasons, but one of the big ones that comes to my mind is just the quick pick up and play aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because that's why I love Rocket League. I can just grab it, and I know
it's fun every time.
It's fun every time, and I know I can be done in 10 minutes if I need to. And that is just a wonderful feature of a good game that has some depth.
Yeah. Very true.
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all these characters and what seems to be an endless supply of game modes and
Dude, this
levels.
thing is like crazy.
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
It's going to be dope.
They had to have had some of this planned in advance because they've been just so slowly releasing all this.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
So well played, Nintendo. Great fucking job.
They have this app, I guess, Smash app that you can talk to your friends, which we should get.
Oh, we'll definitely have that. But
And it's about to be so sweet.
so I am not excited to drop another $60 on a game, but that's
I'm
only
gonna wait to drop my $60 on that game
It's-
and not get other one.
the only reason I feel bad about it is because I just dropped 60 on Red Dead Redemption 2.
How's it treating you?
Yes.
I've only played 5 hours of it so far.
You're
Only.
entranced.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's a level of detail I've never seen in a game before.
Is it like fun? Is it slow? Is it?
It is glacier paced, and I love that aspect of it.
What do you mean? Fast? Slow?
It's super
slow.
fucking slow.
Super slow.
Super slow. And there's been some reviews written that are kind of bashing it for its tempo. I honestly think that this, for the game type that it is, a Western, it needs to be. It is just artistically beautiful.
Is it similar to Breath of the Wild in any way?
There are similarities. Honestly, again, I'm not
Like
a
the
huge...
slow.
Yes, it's very similar in that regard because I felt Breath of the Wild was slowly paced. There wasn't a lot of direction to it. I got weird reviews and thoughts on Breath of the Wild. It didn't captivate me, but Red Dead Redemption 2 has done that already, and it is more direction. There's more direction to it, but I also like games that tell a story. I like the cinematography. I like when they take all of these multimedia forms and combine them tastefully. I don't feel like Breath of the Wild did that well.
How deep did you get?
I beat 3 of the things.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
I gave it some good time. If I look, I probably clocked over 40, maybe 50 hours on it.
I liked it a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
I was talking to Joe, your brother, about it, too.
What's that, Breath of the Wild or
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption?
Breath of the Wild. And I was like talking about like people saying it's slow and whatever. There's a lot of walking around. And it's like, but your brother said this perfectly. He said, but there's an adventure around every corner.
Yeah. Well, and
It's so true.
And I feel like that is true with that game. I feel like the adventure that I was walking into wasn't as rewarding as I'd like it to be.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, I don't know, I felt like I was playing a game. That would be my...
I felt like I was Link, dude.
In that one, I felt like I was playing a game.
I felt like I was Link all the way. I was like, I got to go beat these fucking guys.
Yeah, well, Red Dead Redemption, I feel like I'm the main character. And the way it starts out and the way it progresses, it's slow. There's not a lot going on. When it happens, you're like, oh, that was fucking sweet. And everything leading up to that moment, though, is satisfying. Because it'll take you a minute. Like, if I have to ride into town, I got to ride into town. But it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. And when you get into town, Lord knows what's going to happen because it's like a real living, breathing world.
How's it look, man? I know I asked you in the car, but how's it look?
It's crazy. The level of detail they went into is just absurd. Like, if you fall off your horse and you land in some mud, you've got mud on you now.
Really?
And people will respond to that, be like, damn, you need to clean yourself up. Do you want to come in here? You got to clean yourself up.
Really?
And it's not like it's a stop gate, but like people will treat you differently. If you're covered in blood and you go to talk to people, they're like, oof. And you get covered in blood because in one instance, I shot these 2 guys and I'm like,
Dude, come on, dude.
Well, they were being dicks.
It's fucked
And
up,
I'm
man.
like, I should really hide these because I don't want anyone to see these. So I picked up the bodies and I carried them. And
We're going to just edit this part out.
oh, come on. It's a game. It's a game. Video game. But there was still like the blood.
So what were
blood
the
stains.
names? Or
The
video
O'Driscolls. Part of the O'Driscoll game. A gang. Yeah, but in any case, like it
Naughty
is.
boy.
It's a beautiful game. It's fun.
Can you poop and pee?
No.
Damn it.
Actually, that's not in there. I know you want a game that does
Damn
that.
it.
You can eat. You have to eat to a degree, but it's not cumbersome to do so. Like there's games where it's like, fuck, I don't want to have to manage all this shit.
Yeah.
They do a good job keeping that. But also the pacing's so slow that, if I go hunting, I'm like, well, do I want to bring that deer carcass with me? Do I want to skin it now or do I want to take it back to camp?
Yeah.
And then I get some meat out of it and I got that meat. And you like feel satisfied that you now have that meat. You're going to go on to do the next thing. So it's like even the mundane.
You should go hunting for real.
I would. I've been leaning more and more towards
You're a hunter
wanting
now.
to try that.
You're basically a hunter now.
Basically, I played a video game for 5 hours, and I'm a fucking hunter now.
How's it feel?
Yeah, right. It feels
Good.
Good. I like it. I'm hooked now. But someone told me something earlier today because like the pacing on it, it's not a level based thing. You don't get levels. It's not an RPG in that sense. It is an RPG for several other reasons, but that's not present in the game.
Yeah.
You can actually go through the entire game and beat all the beat anyone you need to beat and go through the whole damn thing with the gun you get at the very beginning. And
Nice.
like you don't need to go above and beyond. You can. It does improve your quality of life in the game, but you don't have to get past certain stages. So
Interesting. So
kudos to Rockstar.
bye.
Yeah, definite buy, but you need to have some time. That's my issue right now is I don't have enough time to fucking play it.
Yeah.
4 hours is what I clocked. I said 5 before, but I think it's only 4. It might be 4.5, somewhere in that ballpark. But it's enough for me to be captivated and very intrigued to continue, but it's not enough to really speak too far into it.
So you watched that?
Last episode of Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I did, and here's something that's funny is autocorrect, I think, got the best of you. Is you sent me a text message and you were like, man, actually I gotta bring up my phone because
I said something like, "Where's Beast Boy?" or "We need more Beast Boy."
Yeah, you absolutely did. Yeah, you did.
Because I thought that you watched it because I went on your thing and it looked like somebody watched it already.
No, it wasn't even that, dude. I'm not even like tripping over that. It's actually something a lot more funnier. Oh, jeez.
Gracie's.
How much do you text each other?
Autocorrect got the best of you. And you said, "God damn it, show me more beats, boy." And I was like, when did I ever?
So you were just confused.
When did I ever show you some beats?
And I was like,
Show me some more beats, boy.
well, you showed me like, and also it was like this like emoji.
Like you've
God
showed,
damn it,
like
show me
you've-
some more beats, boy.
Like
And
you've
I was
showed
like,
me your beats before.
I was like, wait a minute. Where in this relationship did we start exchanging
Showing
beats?
That's funny.
So I like thought about it all day, and I was like, "Show me more Beast Boy." Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
But
because I thought that you had watched it. And I thought that I wrote Beast.
no, it's really funny. Like in like
hilarious.
retrospect, like,
That's awesome.
Show me more beats.
God damn it, show me more Beats Boy.
Where is it? Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's beats, like it's not spelled beats like the food. It's beats.
Like drum beats?
Yeah.
Show me some more beats, boy. That's almost even better. It's like, when are you sending me videos?
Or
Wait, was I
beats.
sending you videos of me playing drums?
Jeff
Bless you,
was
bless
just they're sending me like SoundCloud rap beats.
Thank God you asked.
But what'd you think of that episode?
Pretty good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed Titans a lot.
Grace.
I've really enjoyed it.
What was I gonna say?
Do I want more Beast Boy? Yes.
Dude, they need to show him this on Friday, tomorrow.
I think they will.
They need to show him tomorrow, like doing some Beast Boy shit. I think they will too, but this last episode, it's like, dude,
It was kind of sweet seeing
was
him
cool.
hang out with like Raven
cool. Yeah,
at
yeah.
Arcade.
and not know each other. Yeah,
And they were both like, "I like your hair."
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
What I will say, Robin doesn't kill people, but he just. Or no, I lied. I'm getting my shows confused. I'm thinking of the Daredevil episode. Daredevil doesn't kill people, but in this most recent issue, Jesus Christ, not issue, season. There's one moment where he's
I got
like,
a sneeze coming on so hard.
he's got this like guard, and he can use his hearing to know where people are. He doesn't kill people, but he doesn't care if fucking this guy. He's like, there's a guy right here, and the dude's like, pop, 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 and there's a guy coming up right here, boom.
Okay, so you know,
It's like, damn,
just aiding
is
and
this
abetting
real?
this.
See, now that's where you got to ask yourself, like, where does the disregard for human life start and end?
Come here,
Like,
Gracie.
I won't kill you.
But I'll have this guy.
You know
shoot
what?
with
If
a
you
gun.
happen to die, whatever. You can't hold human
Have you
life.
anybody? No, nobody watched Daredevil yet.
No, not yet, man.
We do
I've
have
been
a
trying to.
nerdy podcast, boys. I just want to say.
Yeah.
I talked about
And
video
we-
games.
And
We actually got a
we watch things.
big UFC fight coming up this weekend.
I'm gonna watch it after we record.
All right, dude. Here's the thing,
I
man.
might stick around for that.
This
I don't know yet.
this fight seems like it happened too quick, dude.
It seems like it happened too quick, but did you see him square off? You're like, oh shit, Derek
No.
Lewis.
He's a
much
big
bigger
guy.
than Daniel Cormier.
Well, Daniel Cormier is already kind of a smaller guy in stature, not
Yes.
girth, but
Yes, it just seems it's.
it looked like they were ready to have a good fight.
Well, Derek Lewis, first of all, he seems a little bit slimmer than he has, and it's
Yeah.
because he's done back-to-back training camps, which I feel like is an advantage for Derek Lewis because he wouldn't normally do that. He would have a fight, fucking veg out, get fat, eat chicken or whatever, you know. He just got sponsored by Popeye's Chicken. By
Yeah,
the way.
I seen
I
that
heard
too.
about that.
But
Like, also too, this is coming from guys that would like sit back, veg out, and eat chicken too.
oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's like good. It's a good sign to be a Derek Lewis fan because you know that he's been training for 2 fight camps right in a
Yeah.
row. So like,
I
if
feel
his
it's just- I
cardio
feel
is going
it's
to get
just-
better, it's going to be that night, hopefully. But
I
another
feel
thing,
it's just kind of rushed, man.
it seems rushed. I think that he's definitely in a disadvantage because all he has. Daniel Cormier can choke him out. He can knock him out. He can wrestle him. He can. Derek Lewis has his right hand, and if it hits you in the face, you are going down. That's why I love this sport. That's why I fucking love this sport because
His
he's got
one arm.
He's got one tool that's very effective.
Yeah.
As opposed to having a
effective.
Swiss Army
and
knife.
his ground and pound, and he's just a big dude. I'm getting more excited.
I don't want to get hit from Derek Lewis
Dude,
whatsoever.
If
kill me.
If
Like,
he
in the-
spoils,
yeah, no shit, dude. I'm
I'd
done.
be dead.
if
I'm done.
he
Like, this is-
spoils the Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar thing, and then fucking Brock Lesnar will be like, I'll fight fucking Derek Lewis for the title. That'll be, and then that's the same like kind of fight. If he takes him down, I don't know. He can fucking spoil the milk.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see DC like.
I don't want to see either of them lose, but
Yeah.
it would be nice to have the people's champ come through, the underdog.
I saw
Come through and just knock Daniel Cormier the fuck out.
and correct me on my accuracy if you've seen something contrary, because I read the headline, but there wasn't a lot of article
Yeah.
with it. But Derek Lewis was saying something to the effect of it would be disrespectful for him to knock him out. And
What?
then, like, straight up, he was going to try to choke or do an armbar or something, which sounds
Derek
not like.
Lewis said that?
Yeah. But
He
I don't know if he
says-
was joking.
He's joking.
Yeah.
He says shit like that all the time. He says, my balls is hot.
Yeah, no, okay. So I didn't see the
He-
context of it. But
He even says
that
that
sounds-
the interviewers are like, they're like, you know, is all this shit, you only train for 30 minutes? That's what he says. He says he trains for 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And he says some of it's true, some of it's not true. I just say what comes to my mind. And that's what you got to love about the guy. He's not taking it too seriously. He's being silly.
tremendous respect for him
Yes.
because of that. Yeah.
I fucking love it. I love the game.
God, let's see the fight, dude. You
Dude.
having it over here?
Yeah, come over.
Yeah, I'll come
Saturday
over.
night.
Yeah, I'll come over.
We will drink some beers.
Damn, Grace, you're pretty as fuck.
Gracie, you're so cute. She didn't have a costume. She should have. She's trying to eat this thing. What else do you got?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
I wrote it all
Holding.
down in my phone.
Holding.
I'm still holding.
Oh,
Okay, well.
it was announced
Still
today that
holding.
there's going to be a show on the Disney streaming service, whatever that's going to be called, and it's going to be about.
Mickey's Adventure Town.
Here we go. Here we go,
It's a
Pluto.
gritty Mickey Mouse reboot.
Yeah. Okay. I remember when you first raped my wife. Now I'm gonna kill you
And now I'm going to kill you. That's why I wear the gloves.
and all your friends. I've kind of lost it.
Okay, anyway. Still holding.
Yeah. No, they're making a show about the Winter Soldier and Falcon.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's going to be
Animated?
No.
Live action.
Oh, yes, with the Winter
Actors?
Soldier and Falcon from those.
Really?
Like the actual actors from the.
I got you now, bitch.
Damn,
So
dude.
they're gonna have what? Chris Evans and
Oh, no, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is done, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done
Yeah.
as far as Avengers 4 goes.
okay. So after that, no more Chris
He's
Evans.
over it.
That's kind of sad. He's a good Captain America.
Yeah, do you want to be Captain America for the rest of your life? If you're
No.
Chris Evans, though?
Absolutely.
I'd be like, where did I play my cards wrong? Where I'm not fucking Batman. That would be my thought. But anyways,
Who would you rather be? Captain America or Wolverine? Because I would much rather be Wolverine.
fuck yeah. I don't. Yeah. No,
Really?
Wolverine
Or
for sure.
Spider-Man.
You want to ask me
Or
this question?
Spider-Man. If you had to choose and you had to play them for the rest of your life.
Between those two,
Spider-Man,
Oh.
Captain America, or Wolverine?
Captain America.
oh really? Okay. Why?
Yeah, why?
Because that's when the hard decisions come.
You want to be in charge of those? I'd rather
Oh,
be the
yeah.
guy who's like angry and like.
And
I'm
you can
just
have a
gonna-
beer every once in a while.
Yeah. No, I feel like Captain
Captain
America's too
America's a little
uptight for
too-
myself.
yeah, he's-
I would definitely go Spider-Man. Given those three options, I would follow Spider-Man
Spider-Man's a
for
good one, too.
sure.
Your
No.
parents dead.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dude, everyone's dead when you're Captain America.
everyone's dead when you're
It's true.
Wolverine too.
Yeah.
You're just watching all
I
your
think it
friends
seems to be
die.
a theme then. Batman, your parents are dead.
I just feel
Superman,
like it would
your parents
be
are dead.
cooler to like.
Are
have
all
the
superheroes'
claws.
parents dead?
No.
And to be a gritty motherfucker like
The claws would be sweet, but yeah, I got to go Spider-Man. Like no real contest there for me personally.
based
I don't know,
on
man.
the
There's a lot.
swinging
There's
of the webs,
There's a lot
climbing.
that goes on to like Spider-Man.
Yeah. You're right.
A lot that goes on to Spider-Man.
no
First
doubt,
and
yeah.
foremost, I'm so afraid of heights.
Well, if you're Spider-Man,
I don't think you would be. I don't think you would be.
I
You know you
would
got it. You know you got it. Like you're fucking agile as shit. You
I
can
don't know, man.
shoot webs. You're fucking smart. Like I feel like you'd be able to not be afraid of heights if you could climb fucking heights.
well, what if your web shooters run out?
Well, that's a different thing. You got to play it safe. I don't think I'd suddenly be afraid of heights, though. I just think I'd be very aware of my mortality at that moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know
If
there's supposed to be,
Wolverine fell, he'd be fine. So
by the way, boys, just to go back on last week's issue. WWE did decide to go.
To Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, it happens tomorrow night.
Did you hear that they killed some lady?
Really, the WWE?
No,
the
Saudi Arabian
WWE
government.
killed somebody.
His
Yeah,
man was like, tear her apart.
Yeah. It's a new part of it. But no, Saudi Arabia had killed someone else. It was some
Really?
lady who attacked her. I don't know what the relationship was, but she worked for him. I don't know how that fully works. But yeah, it was clearly self-defense, but she killed him. Clearly self-defense. She killed him. They killed her. Government deemed it. Nope. Sorry,
Cool.
you got to die.
Well, like just like that, they go over there and just shoot them, or what?
I don't know how. I don't know what.
Because
they're-
we kill people too.
Yeah, but like
It takes a lot longer.
Well, and also it takes a lot more. Like if
Yeah.
someone's clearly got, it was in self-defense. Like there's,
Oh yeah, well true.
and I don't know how long this. I don't
Come
think it was a long period of
come-
time that this was like really
Look at-
debated. I feel based on what I read, and granted, it's not a ton of research, so I shouldn't necessarily say I know
Yeah.
any of this, but it appeared that it was relatively quick. Like okay, he attacked her, she defended herself. Not a huge discussion on it. She's gonna die.
Well, why did they do that though? Why did they kill? If it was self-defense, clearly. Why
Well, that's
did
the
they just
thing.
do it?
That's why it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyways, I didn't mean to get
That's
off it.
fucked
It's
up.
just Saudi Arabia.
No,
Saudi
no.
Arabia is kind of like in hot water with like killing innocent people.
Yeah,
lately.
Saudi Arabia's in just like hot water. Actually, I found out today that
But they get the WWE.
Daniel Bryan, who's a big star in the WWE, like asked, like, "Hey, dude, can the Miz beat me in this fucking match so he can go over to fucking Saudi Arabia so I don't have to?" Like, and it's all like, dude, just like with publicity, you know,
Yeah.
like John Cena and Daniel Bryan don't want You
I
know?
don't blame them.
They're gonna be fine.
Well, they'd be
No,
fine.
they're going to
but
be fine. They're
it's
going to be
also
fine.
like,
They don't
do
want the
you-
publicity
Yeah.
that like sticks with it.
honestly, just from a moral standpoint, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go over there and entertain these guys who are like totally cool with all this shit going on with their country.
Are they totally cool with it, dude? Do we know if they're totally cool with it? Or is
don't-
it like some shit going down and this dude is just going to a wrestling event
If it's-
and they're just like, fuck the government killing people? Because I'm sure that person sitting in the wrestling event doesn't want to get killed by their government too.
Yeah, but at the same time, like they are supposedly what royalty to some degree, in some
Yeah,
capacity.
from what I gather, man.
and their government is doing that, and they're like,
Blind
they
eye,
get
blind
to
eye.
live their life the way they do because their government does stuff like that. So, like, you want to go and entertain this brat who's
but
like
do we-
rich
do we
and
know
in
that-
charge of this country, and he's got
I don't know.
military.
I don't
that's-
know.
I feel like we don't know enough information.
I agree.
about this family to like because maybe they're just like we're just wrestling fans trying to
Yeah,
bring
we
a
just like
fun
wrestling.
thing
That's true.
to our shitty fucking town.
That is very true. So, yeah, no,
You know, I
you're
feel
right.
like, but you know, maybe that's the case. The government has something to do with them making so much money, but like it could totally not be that too.
So you're absolutely fair in that, and so I'm not going to push too hard.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make is I can understand why someone would want to,
Yeah,
depending on
agreed.
what the information actually is. So I could see that being
I'm just
a
thinking that
reason why
they'll
they
be
wouldn't.
fine, but
Yeah, I don't think it's a danger
might
related
be-
thing though.
I'll have it on tomorrow if you want to come by, Danny.
We're gonna be recording tomorrow.
Yep.
We're doing a
doing an
recording
overnighter.
weekend
Then you're not invited.
sleepover.
Then you're not invited.
Uninvited. We are doing a sleepover.
Neither
We're doing
of you
a
guys are
sleepover
invited.
with-
We're doing a fucking sleepover. 4 dudes having a sleepover.
Yep, new house. Everybody can have their own spot though, which is nice.
I'm gonna sleep with you.
I feel it's
No,
time to
you're
plug
not.
something. I feel it's time to plug
You'll
something.
see.
Plug something, boys.
Plug something.
Well, during the sleepover, we're not gonna plug anything.
I bet you guys are going to plug a lot
We're
of
gonna
things, actually.
Check a lot of oils.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, we will be plugging in cables, but
We are going to be playing 11/10, November 10th, Otis Supply with our boys, Remnos and Animal Years, this band from Brooklyn, New York, who's got a couple like big music videos. Which,
yeah, I listened to some of it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's going to be a good show. Come out, motherfuckers. If you listen to this shit, come the fuck out to a show.
Yeah,
Why
thank
not?
you, Justin, for coming out to the last one.
Yes.
It was sweet to see you. Come on out to more of them. Bring friends.
Danny, your birthday's coming up. Like, on the horizon, my friend.
November 28th.
Yeah.
You old fuck.
I'm going to be older, but I'm
How
gonna
old
go
are you
on
gonna
my
be?
27. I'm gonna
Attaboy.
I'm gonna go on my trip before my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's
okay.
right.
Gracie, come here.
And what day are we going to have Cliff on the show?
Probably that Wednesday that I'm gonna be gone.
All right.
Yeah. Now you mentioned
I told you the day. I think.
Yeah, no, that Wednesday. Are you going to be? Are we going to take a week off for Thanksgiving just to
I'll
prep our
take
listeners?
a week off for Thanksgiving.
I think that's going to happen. Listeners, be aware.
Yeah. Regardless,
We'll post you something.
next
don't
week
worry.
we're supposed to have Dan Tillery in.
That's going to be fun. That's going to
That's
be a
gonna
fun
be
episode.
super cool. If you don't know who he is,
Everybody
go
check it
him
out, dude. We're gonna make the best of this
Hopefully
episode.
we can make it happen. I think he's down to do it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit him up with another message this week and try to get his ass on, and it should be fun. But do we got anything more to say, boys? We should wrap this bitch up.
Be nice to everybody. Sober October was a bitch, but so are you. And if you got anything to say about it, you can suck it.
To the happiest dog alive. Why'd you have to go and die? Will you ever see grace again? I've been crying ever since you died. Mowing the moose. Ate everything inside. It went straight to her thighs. To the thickest dog alive. Why'd you have to get hit and die? Mowing the moose.
My Sea Burgers didn't have cheese on them though.
Yeah, they're good burgers though.
They were good, yeah. They needed some cheese. They gave me a fuck ton of pickles.